welcome back to my channel. I'm Addison and today I'm doing tips for high schoolers. So I'm a freshman and it's already halfway through the second semester, which is so crazy. But I feel like I do have some advice for freshmen or just anybody in high school, I guess, but mainly just like tips on how to get through it. The first thing is friends.
Hi. Wait a minute. Who are you?
I heard a lot before going into high school that don't expect to go into school with the same friends that you're gonna leave with. And I can kind of agree with that in some sort of way. Except, so I have this best friend, Kaden. You've met her, I think. I'm still best friends with her. So crazy. And, well, she's also my neighbor, so that kind of helps. But I went into high school with a 6th grade friend that I had. We're the same age, but I met her in 6th grade. Not gonna lie, we like didn't stop talking, but we kind of like just had our own time to ourselves for a little bit. But now we're back, we're still friends. So that could have been something that was like, yeah, I lost that friend during high school, but you just have to have like that strength of being able to keep that relationship. If it's really somebody that you're meant to be friends with, it's gonna stay. I also have made a lot of new friends and I'm very, very thankful for that. These people I've met this year have changed my life in so many different ways and I'm so grateful for that. So thank you to you if you are watching this. But sometimes losing friends is not the worst thing that can happen because that opens up you wanting to go make new friends and it can be really just like the best thing. Okay, next is grades. They are so important starting high school year, and until this quarter that started this week, I've been slacking off. I haven't really been caring, like, oh, I'm only a freshman, I have 3 more years, I can get my GPA up. But it's hard to get your GPA up if you fail classes, like credits, like important credits that you need. Like I'm in Spanish too. I have to have 2 years of Spanish to graduate. I did it in 8th grade, that's why I'm already in the second one. But if I fail it, I have to do it again next year. So I really suggest going into high school with good grades, leaving high school with really good grades. After school activities, such as like if you were to join like a book club or something like that, I guess. Oh my gosh, that squirrel just scared me so bad. I do think they're a really good thing to join. I'm not in a book club, but like I'm actually not really in any after school activities, so I can't speak too much about it, but I do think if you're a social person and you want to talk to new people or make friends with upperclassmen or something like that, join clubs. Okay, so sports games. Everybody goes to football games. You've heard it so many times, or you've seen people at so many high school football games. I love going to games. Just like it's so fun to be able to hang out with your friends, school spirit. It's really just a great experience. And at my school, one of the traditions is the splash zone. So every time we get a touchdown in football, everybody grabs their water bottles and sprays it around. I have some videos, so if I can find one, I'll add one in here. This is a very popular topic. Boys and dating. For me, it hasn't really been a focus. I haven't really been thinking about like, oh, I need a boyfriend. You do not need a boyfriend. You can wait until college if you really wanted to. A lot of people do that, but I don't really want a boyfriend right now. Honestly, it's freshman year. I kind of don't see the point of freshman year boyfriends, but if I like somebody and they like me back, I wouldn't be opposed. Don't make it your priority. It's not something that needs to come above your friends. If you do have a boyfriend, don't let that guy come above your friends because it's somebody else. But I did have this one friend who she got a boyfriend and she stopped talking to me and a lot of her friends, and I still don't talk to this girl, but I don't really think that's how you're supposed to go about it. I know that's not how you're supposed to go about it, but it's really disappointing when your friend does that and you then know you're not supposed to be that person's friend. Okay, and that brings me to my next topic of changing yourself. You don't need to. You really just do not need to change yourself for other people. If people really don't like you the way you are, don't be around that person. That's not a good relationship. Even if you were to change yourself and it makes your relationship with that person better, it's still not better because you're not yourself, and it's really just a toxic friendship or just relationship in general, because it can be a guy too, you know. It really helps nobody. That person's not gonna stay your friend forever if that's what you have to do, because in the future you can be like, you know what, I don't like the person I am, and I need to like the things I like. I need to dress the way I want to dress. And that is like one of the biggest things that is not, or is talked about a lot, but people don't really pay attention to it enough to where they actually like remember and not change themselves. Like, you hear that, I know you've heard that before, but you might not have listened to it. And please listen to it. Please do not change yourself for anybody at all. It's okay to take on new interests because your friends like them, or like try to. That's not toxic, but changing everything about yourself or changing everything you like just because somebody makes fun of it. Kind of going back to the whole friends thing, popularity. At my high school, and along with a bunch of other like American high schools, I don't know about other countries, but for American high schools, popularity is not really a thing anymore. Middle school, I will admit, it is a thing. In high school, it just goes away. You are friends with the people you're already friends with whenever you start. The popular people are still friends with each other, but it doesn't mean that they're popular. I said popular like 70 times in that sentence, sorry. I feel like popularity just has a whole new definition. Like, you can have a lot of friends. You can be friends with a lot of people, know like everybody's name at school if you want to, but you're still not popular. And the whole like stereotype about like cheerleaders or for me dance team members or football players or any sport players or captains, people say like they're like the most popular people in the school. Everybody talks about them, everybody wants to date them. I mean, a lot of people do want to date the football players, but that's a whole other thing. They're not popular. It's not that type of thing. They're friends with each other, of course, because they spend a lot of their time with each other, but they are not popular at all. Okay, that sounds bad. They're not popular. That's all I'm trying to say. Make friends with your teachers, because it's really great first to me to have a teacher to be able to like just talk to or like joke around with and stuff. It's just really fun. And have somebody who you're comfortable telling stuff to. If you're like struggling with something, you can just talk to them, because I went to the counselor a lot in middle school for various reasons. I'm not gonna talk about that. That's like, that's a long story. But I don't feel that way about counselors in high school, honestly. Just because it's such a big school that there's so many people first working there, going there. But in middle school, it's so much of a smaller vicinity, and you see the counselors around the school more, or you like walk by their offices more. It makes more sense to me just to like have a teacher, and that's somebody you can always like go visit in the future years, and like, you know, and they can really have a big impact on you in the future. Staying organized. I hate organizing. I like when everything's organized, but I don't like to organize. Sorry, I'm like playing with my ring. It really helps though if you know when all your assignments are due, turned in, have a planner. Keep all your stuff organized in your backpack or in a desk or wherever you can. I just noticed that you can see my Spider-Man right there. Just stay freaking organized. It helps so freaking much when you are organized. I need to clean my room, honestly. That's probably what I'm gonna do this weekend because it's Friday. Pep rallies. School spirit. What I have to say about school spirit: go Bobcats. No, I feel like I've seen a lot of TikToks like, oh, those people in pep rallies who are all hyped up and like just like saying they don't like them. I understand the extreme hyped upness to where like people are crowd surfing. That's crossing the line, honestly, to me. I find that so weird. I'm like, dude, you're in school, stop. But jumping around to like the songs, singing along to like the songs, or doing your class chants, which my school has, or our school, not pledge, but like a song kind of. But that type of school spirit, or like wearing your school colors on game days, or going to games, I feel like that's something that is really just needed in school, because it's just so much fun whenever your school has school spirit. If not, you just go there, go to school, go home. But like on pep rally days, it's so fun. It makes my day. Cannot really think of anything else. I wish I had more advice for you guys, but if you have any questions, I will answer. If just feel free to comment them and I will answer. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Be back soon.